Good afternoon, this is Neil Spate, the Thurringham News. At the protest outside the civic officers by the Save the State campaign, an address been given to the people who've gathered here. We'll just let you listen to this for a little while.
For its staff to work from home. The library is likely to be reduced to 2 PCs and a 20-book bookcase in the new building, hopelessly insufficient for the size of the community it serves, and no theatre and museum provision. We can only hope that now you have funding, your plans for the investment in the theatre and museum as promised in 2017 will be implemented. Your Thurrock quotes Councillor Coxall in response to residents' objections during a council meeting discussing the new council offices, saying, "We are here as leaders to say what is best." If councillors take such a massive decision with plain wrong basic facts, not just as noted above, then they do a grave disservice to the people of Thurrock and beyond, and lose all credibility as a council to say what is best to anyone at all. Chair, I'm obliged for your time. That's what we're saying.
That is part of the address that's going to be made to the full meeting of Thurrock Council, which is ongoing at the moment. We'll have a word with some of the people who are here at the minute. I see a couple of councillors who are here. Councillor Kerrin and Councillor Little, just if you don't, Neil Spate, Thurringham News, obviously, and we are live, so just your thoughts at this moment for this meeting happening, how are you?
I think it's quite clear from the crowd we have today that this is one of the most unpopular decisions of many that this current administration is taking. It is really cultural sabotage of a community asset in the centre of Grays, which is obviously the theatre, the library, the museum of Thurrock, and to even consider trying to destroy all that without any meaningful alternative provision in place is just smacks of desperation of a council that's billions in debt and trying to balance the books on the backs of people who are trying to experience culture in Thurrock. It's disgraceful.
Councillor Lydiard, your thoughts?
We thought that a new theatre was going to be built before this one was closed down. We were all in favour of that. What happened? We built a £10 million civic centre instead. And you can see from behind, there's nothing wrong with these offices that we've got already. So I'm absolutely disgusted for all the people that go to the theatre, all the young people that developing their skills in the theatre. You know, it's really beyond.
Well, clearly a lot of people said, and earlier on we heard that there's a petition of over 4,000 people. I wrote a story on Nub News today explaining that, so we'll have a word with. Sorry, sir, can I just? This is Nub News, and we're live at the moment. So I just heard part of your address. So you are
Martin William, Vice Chairman of Thurrock Ball's Players and Marketing and Publicity Officer for Arts Thurrock, formerly Thurrock Arts Council.
And clearly you're a very unhappy man at the moment.
Extremely unhappy, along with a lot of people.
Yeah. And your thoughts on the council's plans for the Thameside?
Well, it's ludicrous, and what really concerns me is there's inaccurate information being put about that's justifying this move to dispose of the theatre and the complex. And quite simply, as far as I can see, what actually is going to happen, that building is going to be razed to the ground and a one-off capital project will go in, flats, shops, offices. We won't have a theatre.
Yeah.
It's one thing asking for a theatre, we've got one. But actually to say the people of Thurrock aren't worth having a theatre, that's what this administration is actually saying.
What is quite interesting is that I sort of cover neighbouring boroughs as well, and it's interesting, you've got the Queen's Theatre at Hornchurch, which is an absolute hive of community activity. Yes. The Town Gate in Basildon is doing an awful lot of good stuff. Is open, they're planning for their panto and whatever, and here in Thurrock, what have we got at the moment? Absolutely nothing, which seems incredibly biased for some reason. Why should Thurrock miss out?
My impression is that this has been fermenting in the last 5 years and it's been turned into a self-fulfilling failing prophecy. And that's an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
If you've got the power, you can make something fail.
Okay, well I know you're going to go in and address the meeting shortly, so good luck with that, and we'll have a word with a few more of the people. Yes. Oh, right.
And then what happens is...
Excuse me, my dear, sorry to interrupt, but my name's Neil Spate. I run Thurringham News, the local news online platform, and we are live at the moment, and I understand that you've come from London to make your point. Yeah, and what sort of has driven you to make this effort today?
Absolute anger and disbelief. I mean, I've seen, because I've lived in Grays, grew up here in the 50s and 60s. I've seen the wreckage, the damage that's been done over the years. There have been protests, but this just seems to be beyond belief. They actually get rid of it. It's something that's absolutely essential for life.
Lovely, thank you very much indeed. One or two people are commenting, as usual, the old sound is not as great as it would be. Well, sadly, we're not the BBC, but we do our best, and we will write all this up with the comments afterwards. We'll just wander around to where the car park is, and the councillors will be arriving down here shortly, and we'll see who's making a point down here, or you can see. I mean, the key is to see that this protest is actually taking place, and we have the Save the Thameside banners, Creative Blast, and the various people who are involved. There we go, look, Save the Thameside, down with the council, not with the curtain, very apt, yeah. And here's a very well-known, good morning. Luke, what's driven you to come down here today then?
Well, if we lose the theatre, then you won't see me, boys and girls, will you? I'll have to go elsewhere. We can't have that.
We certainly can't have that. And as it might be giving them a bit... Here we go, look, we've got a councillor here. Oh, we have a bit of a protest here. I think you'll find that this lady is.
Yeah, she's on. Yay!
That's Councillor Muldowney, so who's just arriving. So there you go. The protest was made.
Fight for the cause.
Look, I was just saying it's. I mean, you've obviously got great theatrics, but you build a fantastic reputation locally. The comparison between, for example, Havering and Basildon, where the councils there seem to be supporting their theatres and making the effort. Thurrock is a bit of a, I think I saw a sound, cultural desert, but...
Complete contrast. The amount of improvements and development I see in other theatres in nearby boroughs just surpass Thurrock, and always have done. And they have never invested money into our theatre.
Yeah.
And instead of investing money, they just want to get rid of it.
Well, there you go. So this is a bit of a showcase event here, and of course we've got the full council meeting coming up. You can watch it on the council service, and really I think in theatrical terms what we've got here tonight really is a comedy of errors, but sadly not many people are laughing. Neil Spate, Thurrock Nub News.